I have terrible news for you. Terrible, terrible, horrible, dark news. Broke men are hurting American women's marriage prospects. That's right. If you're listening to this and you're a male and you're broke, you're selfish. You are cruel. You are hurting a woman out there somewhere because you're not good enough for her.
You! Yes, you! You're responsible. And if you are a human and you have morality in you, you should understand that. You contributed to it.
That's right. Those crumbs on your belly, you bastard. How dare you not be Elon Musk, every one of you. How does a person get up, right, as a writer, and they say to themselves, it's a beautiful day, it's a good morning, I'm going to write the best article for the New York Post. I'm going to write about how men harm women by being broke. There's a devastating shortage of men who have their act together, according to a new study that may not be surprising to all the single ladies out there. Yeah. Do you know how picky and annoying women can be in the dating market right now? My God, that's why I gave up on dating apps. Every broad in there could not have her shit together. This is how it works. You go on the dating app, she's like, don't be under 6 foot. You need to make this much money. You should like all of these things about me. You should be... the best part is when you see those girls that aren't physically fit at all, sitting there going, I'm looking for a guy that's into fitness. Like, bitch, are you for real? You look like the poster child for Hostess Cupcakes, and you're telling me I better be an Adonis for you if you don't get out of here. Do you know how many women aren't worth marrying? How about writing that article? Straight male looks on the dating range and sees that there's so many women not worth his time. Let's face it, if you're dating and you're a guy and you know what's up, which most men do, there's a lot of women that have unrealistic expectations. The second a broad says she doesn't like men under 6 feet tall, it's like, do you understand, girl, that only 14% of the population is 6 feet tall and over? If you don't get over yourself, missy, my God, with your crooked teeth, you should be looking for a dentist. Researchers now suggest that the reason for recent years' decline in marriage rates could have something to do with the lack of economically attractive male spouses who could bring home the bacon, according to the paper. Yeah, this study is made by people that don't know what the hell's up. All right. If you look at Reddit's Tinder experiments as a straight man, it will kill your soul. There are dudes who literally go, I'm a sex offender. And women are clawing to get to him. Guys can sit there and write, I'm unemployed, I want to be a model, and I'm a neo-Nazi, and you'll see black girls match it with them. Don't give me this. Most men are now taking the red pill, sadly. That's the problem. We've broken the conditioning. It's like, I've got to find a girl to get married just so she could later get bored with me, find out she has a little bit more in common with her coworker, decide to cheat on me and leave me for him. Then when that relationship doesn't work out, I still have to pay her for her changing her mind. Merry Christmas, children. Then you got the work crap where you see stuff like this. Men now avoid women at work. Another sign we're being punished for Me Too. Well, what do you expect? Every 5 minutes someone's crying wolf. You're scared to death if you got a penis. You look at a woman too long. Oh, it's sexual harassment. It was unwanted advances. You brush up against a woman by mistake. Uh-oh, you're now a sex offender. God, where is that tweet from this crazy-ass little lesbian who's on Twitter and got 300K likes because of some old video clip from YouTube in 2006 where some dude was humping air behind a woman and she was screaming, if you don't find this sick and that he should be registered as a sex offender, you should be registered as a sex offender too. I'm sorry, I want to kick that girl right in her head. I don't care if she was a woman. I would have turned into Shawn Michaels. I would have side-kicked her right in the jaw, and I would have strutted off to I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. Jesus Christ, I'll probably be in trouble just for saying that. I wanted to side chop kick a woman who has it coming. God, you know how many men I want to kick? Oh, it's fine when you want to kick a man. Good for you. You want to kick some angry feminist lesbian that's insane, wants draconian laws, all of a sudden you're the criminal. She's literally Hitler with tits. And I'm the villain. Let it go, little bastard. economically attractive male spouses that can bring home the bacon. So one minute, it's all women don't need a man to take care of them. Then it's like when it comes to marriage, well, I expect him to make more money than me. Which is it? Make up your damn mind. Someone please. This must be written by someone who does not know what it's like to date today. Has no clue how just crazy it is out there. I had a chick ditch me for a dude who was a dog walker. I'm a popular YouTuber, kinda. Think I'm more popular than a dog walker. There ain't nobody in that neighborhood waiting for Corey to walk that dog down the damn street. Sit there go, oh, thank God Corey's out there. Oh, I didn't know I was going to make it through the day unless I saw Corey walking them dogs. Most American women hope to marry, but current shortages in marriageable men with stable, good jobs and good incomes, makes this increasingly difficult, says lead author, I don't care what his name is. So basically, men, if you weren't born to a family with money to send you to a good school, an Ivy League school, by the way, it's your fault. If you weren't smart enough to get a scholarship to an Ivy League school, it's your fault. But considering most Ivy League schools are trying to get more minorities and females in because everybody's trying to do this equality bullshit when there's already equality. And they're just like, oh, we need more women. We're going to have to reject the men. What do you expect? What do you expect when the school system's doing that? Nobody thinks about this. I'm just some asshole on the internet and I can see the writing on the wall. But all these paid people who do this for a living seem to be blind. Stable job and a good income. In this society, in this time, with this crazy consumer culture we live in, with crazy capitalism, where Amazon doesn't have to pay any money on $11 billion worth of taxes. But the Amazon worker running up and down a 3-football field wide warehouse, making sure I have my body lotion for my alone time.
My penis.
What?
My penis. My hands. My penis.
I gotta go.
So he doesn't fall under his pick rate to lose his job. He's the asshole. Literature adds, unless your dream man is an Uber driver, the dearth of would-be grooms is prominent in the current gig economy of unstable, low-paying job service. Well, what do you expect? The disparity of wealth has never been greater in our history of humans. Think about how crazy that is. Even when the pharaohs lived in Egypt and there was like people building pyramids for practically nothing, they technically made more money than we do today. And nobody's sitting there scared to death. It's your fault. You have a penis, you selfish prick. Probably over there eating ramen. You're probably working some job just trying to get through the day. It's your fault. A woman's suffering because you weren't magnificent as a human being. Notice how men have to be phenomenal. You know, men have to literally be super great to get any credit. And a woman just has to be a woman. That's it. It's like, oh, she's a woman. She's so strong and proud. The guy, oh, he's an Uber driver. What an idiot. Reminds me of that Chris Rock special.
No. I once heard my grandmother say, a broke man is like a broke hand. Can't do nothing with it. What kind of gangster shit is that?
To investigate the man drought, researchers created profiles of potential husbands based on real husbands as logged in the American Community Service data. They then compared these hypothetical spouses with the actual married men. They found that a woman's made-up hubby makes 58% more money than the current lineup of eligible bachelors. Yeah, well, you know, life isn't fair for a man. Nobody ever writes that article. Jesus Christ, what do you expect? If someone's Uber driving, they're either doing it part-time or full-time because shit just didn't work out. Thank God we have Uber, I guess. Because what would they be doing if Uber didn't exist? Does anybody think about that? You should be looking at the people Uber driving and thinking, instead of selling crack, they're driving some asshole to pick up crack. God bless them. The study reveals large deficits in the supply of potential male spouses. The study concludes that many young men today have little to bring to the marriage bargain. Oh, yeah, that's great. The marriage bargain, huh? Little to bring. I wonder why you need to bring something. So just in case she leaves, she can take it. That's why. Especially as young women's education levels on average now exceed their male suitors. Some ladies are even starting to date down in order to score a forever partner. Oh, well, women now have to date down. It's only men have been doing it forever. How many times have you seen a rich dude marry some normal chick? Hell, remember when Princess Diana was alive? She was literally a commoner. A prince married a normal broad. Everybody's like, oh my God. Notice how when she was the Princess Diana and she left the prince, she never dated down. You notice that? She went from rags to riches and didn't touch a poor man again. Men dating down, good. He's helping a young woman. He's helping a normal woman to reach her dreams. Woman dating down, oh, this is terrible. This is so horrible. A well-educated woman has to date a guy who's not well-educated also. Welcome to being like men, ladies. You wanted it, now you got it. Except the difference was we had a smile on our face with that lesser chick, and you're just kind of like, I guess I'm just going to have to date this normal guy. I mean, he's not Elon Musk. This is the society we live in. You know, we live in this society where it's like, oh no, there's not enough well-educated, rich, good-looking men. How terrible it is for women. These guys are selfish. But then you can see stuff like this. 1 in 4 women are homeless. And it's just like, okay. So that basically means 3 out of 4 homeless people are men. No, forget them. It's about the 1 homeless woman out of the 4. Yeah, it's tragic she's homeless, but fuck, there's 3 more dudes. And then when you take into account that suicide rates are what, 70, 80% men? Nobody's doing any studies on that, really. It's kind of like, oh, suicide rates in America are predominantly men. It's terrible. I saw this on Twitter as well, which I just walked away from. Boy dies in mother's care. This is where it gets fucked. Court jails dad for criticizing the judge that gave her custody. That's right. The father of the kid who's like, listen, I know this woman. She's a mess. Please don't give her my child. They give her the kid. The kid dies in her care. He's like, the judge is a fucking idiot. And they're like, put him in jail now. Oh, God, there's a change.org petition to impeach the judge who put this dude in jail. There's no sense in signing a change.org don't change shit. I wonder if there's going to be an article about this. I've fallen down a rabbit hole of retardation. Men have no friends, and women bear the burden. Toxic masculinity and a persistent idea that feelings are a female thing has left a generation of straight men stranded on emotionally stunted island, unable to forge intimate relationships with other men. It's women who are paying the price. Men have no friends, women are most affected. Men are poor, women are most affected. Men die in war, women are most affected. That is the fucking truth. Men are judged guilty before proven innocent and have their whole lives destroyed and commit suicide. Women are most affected. You know who tells men that they're not supposed to have feelings? Their mothers. At least mine did. Every time I didn't come through. Man up. Solve your problems. Learn how to fight the bullies. Say, Ma, there's more than one. You better kick somebody. Women have always been the primary victims of war. Women lose their husbands, their fathers, their sons in combat, and those men just lose their lives. But my God, the women are most affected. And you, because worms get a delicious meal. Nice, strong, lean meat shaped by boot camp. I mean, I have friends, but I don't hang out with them, to be honest. And I think most dudes who are focused on something don't have time for friends or even family. It's just the nature of the beast. Meet any CEO that's actually doing something. He's not got time for anybody. There's women who need friends, and Lord knows my ex used to have to want to hang out with people. And she goes, come hang out with my friends. We're going bowling. Bowling? It's boring. What is this? Grand Theft Auto 4? I'm supposed to be Nico Bellic? Come, Roman. We will go bowling with your friends. I don't need this. A bunch of people about as interesting as watching Turpentine. My Fluffy! Shoo pig, shoo pig! I don't know why I thought shooting the dog with a water gun would stop her like she's a cat. An emotionally stunted island, unable to forge intimate relationships with other men. Why would you need intimate relationships with other men? That doesn't make sense. That sentence doesn't make sense. The only time you need an intimate relationship with another man is, I guess, if you're having sex with him, in my personal opinion. The closest you can come to an intimate relationship with another man is when you nod at him and he nods back because he knows what's going on. I'm going to hit this motherfucker over here with a brick, and I'm going to need you to jump on his buddy right over there. We play our cards right, we're going to walk out alive. Men are unable to intimate relationship, and it's women paying the price. Why? How does a woman pay the price? Because you don't have some extra douchey friends? Because life isn't like the TV show Friends? Everybody sits around at a coffee shop all day. Nobody has a job. Everybody's just friends talking. Get out of my face. My God. Of course, it's written by a woman. Why am I not surprised? Broke men are hurting women's marriage prospects. Well, maybe they need to, like, I don't know, curb that expectation of what they think they can get. Frankly, if you're not hot, you don't have a lot of options when it comes to marriage. It reminds me of this Metro article I came across yesterday. Woman spent 90p on a 3-hour trip for a Tinder date, only to be called fat and dumped at the train station. She then makes a GoFundMe page to raise the money back, but she called it a joke. She's already got half the money back. Now, the funny thing about this is she goes on a date, gets called fat, and runs off. Let me read this article because I don't really know for sure fully because people like it. Let's read it. Lose my damn mind. I hate doing shit.